So there's a young man who's supposed to be in my life, but due to what I consider human rights abuses, nobody else wants to speak about him. He's not allowed to be. So we're going to go over this bow a little bit. What we have is a 2010 model Bear Apprentice, the original. It originally came in a beautiful pink camo, well patinaed finish with chewed up cables and just general state of neglect. So I'm not advertising anything here. We got a bunch of eBay sites. This is original. We got some entry level, if we want to call it that, gear to get into. I'm going to do a breakdown on this bow for a young man that's I don't want to say switching. I'm going to say expanding his horizons in archery and shooting multiple platforms. So he's going from a bare bow, traditional, to a compound bow, which is obviously a lot more complicated. So we'll go over all the basic parts real quick. We have the quiver. It holds the arrows. We have the basic parts of the limb. We have the bow limbs. We have the face of the bow. You can always think of it when you're holding a bow, the face is facing you and the back is away from you, like if you're talking to somebody. We have the cat whiskers or string stabilizers. This is called a D-loop. This is your rear peep sight. This is what you're going to look through when you draw it back, and you're going to align that up with your straight sight. We'll go into that in another video. This is your grip. It's outlined by aluminum risers. We have a wrist strap. This is adjustable through here, so you're going to have to pull it to where it's comfortable up around your wrist. This is a drop away cable rest, so this cable pulls and your front arrow rest will lift out. Now for beginner shooters, I'd recommend that they remove the quiver. Let's go over first of all to put arrows in a quiver. And every time you shoot your arrows, you got to check and make sure your tip's solid. A lot of times you'll feel a rattle in your arrow, and it means your tip's loose when you pull it out of the target. And when you put your arrows in, you want to put them all the way up in and then push them down into the thing, so that way they're nice and snug in there. Now for beginner shooters, I'd recommend, and it's going to suck because I'm doing this one-handed, I'd recommend removing the quiver, and that's easily done by giving it a little bit of a twist where the arrows go towards the back of the bow, and then you pull up. And you can see how that attaches on there. It just clicks in and clicks in. Okay. Now this is non-intuitive, or less intuitive than picking up a traditional bow. And even a traditional bow for young people, it's not intuitive. Somebody's been slacking on maintenance. It's not intuitive on how to hold a traditional bow. So when you hold a bow, obviously, the grip feels good like this, but you don't want to hold it like that. You're going to snap your arm. And this young man knows this, but I'm going to reiterate it because, so when you hold a bow, you actually want your hand open. You want your hand out to the side, and that causes your arm to go from this to this. Not this, this. And then you won't snap yourself as often. And that's the same with this bow, and it's less intuitive because when it's sitting on the counter, and he'll have a lot easier time reaching under here. You go through the wrist strap, and then you grab the bow. So now I can technically hold the bow with the wrist strap and with no hands in it. I mean, it's relatively stable. I mean, if I really screw around, I could end up slipping loose, but so as a right-handed person, that's how I want to be holding the bow.